and welcome back. I got something nice here. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Make sure you guys do smash that thumbs up. I got something really cool. As you guys know, we take care of everything when it comes to your tech on this channel. Check out my other YouTube channels. Check out the website rohasentertainment.com. A lot of stuff here. So we got this Behyve. It's supposed to be a smart indoor sprinkler system, and I'm actually very curious. It says indoor. Okay, so what are the features? It's an indoor mount. If you do put this outside, I would definitely put it in a box of some sort. Never water in the rain again. Like I have one in the garage. I'll be replacing it with one of these things. So Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, 4 stations, indoor mount, auto and manual scheduling, weather optimization, acts as a hub for other Behyve devices. That's got the app. There's so many cool things on this thing that it does. So yeah, let's go ahead and check this guy out. Very excited here. So let's come here to my camera and see exactly what we get here. So super excited about this. Orbit has had a good reputation with a lot of stuff. And yeah, so it says first thing here, download the Behyve app, use the app to connect to the timer, and then program your timer and relax. So you got a little stop, don't return to the store, hit them up for any kind of customer service. And looks like it's going to be pretty much straight to the point here. So here we go. You get this huge monstrosity of a power brick, and this thing is big. This thing is very big. You do have a port here cover, and it does look like it's going to come right in here. So you just squeeze it, put it together. So I don't want to put it in just yet. You do get a couple cables here if you're going to mount it somewhere, and that's pretty much it. Now, the one thing I will have to say is we're going to set this up in a second, but I wanted to show you guys something real quick. Most of these things are going to be very simple and very easy to use. So when you open up this port, that's all it is. There is no, I don't see any kind of manual thing here. The only manual thing that I read when it says on your button functions, it says manual watering, hold the button until our water all stations, then release. Quickly press that B again until desired station appears. So it looks like it's going to be like this button right here that you be pushing in. So it feels basic. It doesn't feel like super high end or expensive or nothing like that. Now you will need this little screwdriver, and again, with this power brick, this is a huge power brick, and it's very interesting to see how big it is because this thing feels very basic. It says 24 volts in. This thing just feels like just a piece of plastic, just cheap plastic. Doesn't feel anything crazy. But this adapter from Orbit is just, this is like where all the money's at right here probably. So this is what we're going to do. It's going to be very simple. You have your 1, 2, 3, 4 comm, pump, and sensor. This is where your power is going to be. So we're going to do this the most simplest way possible. So pretty much you put this thing in here and then you just start unscrewing it and just do a couple turns, maybe like 4 or 5 turns. And then same thing with the other side. And the initial, when you first initially unscrew it, it does feel like it's tight. Now the next thing is you will need this two power cables here. So I do have the battery actually unplugged also. So very easy. You'll see the 2 openings down here at the bottom, and you pretty much slide them in. Once you slide them both in to where you feel they're comfortable, then all you have to do is just tighten it up here from the top, and what it does, it will pinch it in. So there you go. All you got to do is just hold it one more time, and then just start tightening it up, and that's it. And make sure you get a good tight there, not too tight, but tight enough that obviously this thing will stay right there. So pretty good. Now if you go to your old sprinkler system, you're gonna have to do the same thing with 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. You know, you don't have to use all 4. You could just use 1 or 2, or just 1 or 1, 2, 3. Use them in order though. Go in order so that way you know which cycle it's on. So very simple. Now that we got the power plugged in, let's go ahead and actually put in that power break into the wall. Okay, once you do that, you're gonna see some lights coming on. If you want to cover this thing back up just for fun, we could do that too. And there we go. Now we got power. So The next thing we're going to want to do is let's come over here to the phone, and I want to show you guys this because this is actually pretty easy. So all you got to do is just search in Behyve, so just the letter B and then HYVE, and you'll notice, you know, there's tons of options. It's going to be that very, very top one. There is a pro option, but from reading reviews, it's not much of a hype to get. Let's go ahead and click open. I already downloaded it. Doesn't take that long. Create an account. Very, very simple. Here, you just fill in the blank, put in your information in. Once you've done that, you're going to get an agreements thing here. So just got to continue it and read terms if you want. And you'll start getting some stuff like this. So would you like to be notified of rain delays and watering events on your Behyve timer? You can change your these things at any time. So I'm going to hit yes because I want to know if this thing is doing anything crazy. So this is a new device. And I have the indoor timer. Notice there's tons of things here. You could do flood sensors. You could do a hub, a hose, like hose faucet timer, and a hub, Behyve XD. You have tons of stuff here. So indoor is the one that I'm using. My device is on. And while using the app, yes. So click on it again. And then it has here my information. It says the MAC address, so it wants me to check the back to make sure this is the right one. Now, the best way to do it to check this MAC address, and of course I'm going to have it blurred, is when you take this cover, it's going to be that little sticker inside. So as long as it matches, the last number was cut off on mine, so I'm going to say yes, this matches. So connecting, this may take up to 2 minutes. Pretty simple so far. Now from here, follow the on-screen instructions. So real quick, as it's doing this updating firmware, when it says device found, it's going to ask you for your internet. Connect this to your 2G, not your 5G. This is going to be compatible with 2Gs. The majority of smart home tech stuff will be under 2G. It's basically because of the range. The range is far superior than the 5G. Now 5G is definitely stronger, but the distance is much shorter. So 2.4G is, or 2G is what you want to use for your Wi-Fi connection. So make sure you do that, choose the right one, put the correct password in, hit continue, accept, and then you'll get this update. Any kind of firmwares that it needs to do, that's what you need. Now, the great thing about this is you might get you will get a screen here that says, what is your postal? You don't have to put the full address. You can use current location. And this is if there's any kind of weather information where it's just like, hey, you don't have to water it because it's going to be raining all day. This will stop it from watering your grass because Mother Nature is doing it for you. You don't have to put your entire address. If you see right there, it says postal code and country. It needs to know your postal code so that way it can get weather information. So depending on your comfortability, at least put the postal code and the country. That's it. Now from here, very, very simple. Select the zones you have physically connected to a timer terminal. Now, I haven't done this yet, but you literally have to just choose 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever you want. I'm going to set up 3 of them. So let's go ahead and go out. And again, depending on how you set it up, you just unscrew it, screw it back in, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so right now I already plugged it all in. It's already down there. If I click on test, you'll see it's going to start running. And here's a little video. I'm going to go ahead and stop it now, but here's a little video of it actually working. You could add an image. You could name it whatever you want, whichever zone it is. I already know 1, 2, 3. I'm already used to that. Cool, easy peasy. Hit next. You have completed the basic zone setup. You can now create custom programs and schedules or set up smart watering. Smart watering requires additional information about each zone you want to water to help optimize your usage. So I'm going to click on custom for now, and I'm just going to hit OK. New drought settings available. Check the drought level. This is kind of cool. And it gives you a little map, I guess. So I'm just going to hit the back button. Now, when it does come to programming here, you could tap to set. So for programming A, let's just do night and then start time. Add a start time. So I'm going to click on this and let's just do 11 p.m. and this will be at nighttime. I hit OK. The zones I'm going to want is zone 1, and let's do for 5 minutes. I'm going to hit OK. Zone 2, again for 5 minutes. I'm going to hit OK. And then zone 3, 5 minutes, I'm going to hit OK. Once I'm done, I hit done, and that's it. For weekdays, let's just do every day. So every single day, just click on it and it'll highlight it, or you could do whatever you want. You could do an only even, only odd. Start today and end never. Watering budget. So watering budget typically means, like right now it's set to 100%. This is 100% of what you want. If you're just like, hey, I don't want it to be as much, you can lower it down. And if you notice, it's going to say at the top, it says 50% of the 5 minutes. So that's half the time. If you're just like, nope, I need a lot of water. So 200%, it's going to double that amount. So pretty cool. So I'm just gonna leave it at 100%. Program A, save, done. I could do program B. If I want to do just another day and time, I could do that. Smart watering. By smart watering, let's just do zone 3. And smart watering restrictions, if I turn this on, what are the watering restrictions in the community? It tells me, between these times I'm not allowed to water or I am allowed to water. So you could turn this off, turn that off. So however you want it to do, you could do it like this. So I do have a nighttime and I want to do a morning time. So let's do a new one. And this is going to be for morning. And I'm going to hit save. And I'm going to, as start time. So morning time, I like this one to be first thing in the morning. So let's just do 5 a.m. So at nighttime, it gets a little bit of water. And then in the morning time, we're going to go ahead and do all 3 zones again for 5 minutes. So very, very simple to use. I got to say, like so far, this thing has been great. And again, choose whatever you want, 100%, save, done. The great thing about this is you could do multiple dates like this. So when it comes to the calendar, it tells you here what it's going to do. For your zones, you could set up your zones, soil moisture, you could set all that stuff up. So if I hit this, smart watering, I have it off. Soil moisture, in order for smart watering to be accurate, we need to know the current level of moisture of zone 1. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that this stuff can do, and I think it's actually very nice and very neat. So night will begin watering tonight. You could do a rain delay and you could do a water setup. So pretty nice and easy. Let me know what you guys think. I try to get you guys some of the latest and greatest stuff there, and I got to tell you, this has actually been super easy to do. Yeah, and of course, when it comes to these indoor, this one is an indoor setup. With an indoor setup, and I'm using it as an outdoor, I have to have an enclosed box, because if it does get water in there, done. It's not going to work anymore. So they do have outdoor setups, and for the reason why I got this indoor is because it had the 4 channels, and it was also a cheaper deal. And with the outdoors, it had, I think, up to 8 channels, which I think typically I would have, if I would have done this house right, I do have 4 channels in the front, 3 channels in the back. I would have connected everything to one, but the previous person, whoever set it up, set 4 in the front, 3 in the back, 2 different water stations. Yeah, so I would have done it a little bit different. So there you go. You can do whatever you want with this stuff. This stuff's amazing, works, and there it is. Let me know what you guys think. Have you ever messed with anything like this before? And yeah, you guys take care of each other, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, guys.